The Indian wedding market is pegged at $50 billion, the world's second largest after the $70 billion US market, and it is growing at an estimated 20% a year. Turkey as a destination is definitely eyeing a piece of this multi-billion-dollar wedding cake.
This year, Turkey has hosted so far until today 3 big Indian weddings, which apparently it looks like Turkey will be hosting another 4 or 5 Indian weddings until the weekend. So after, let's say, 2 years of silence, 7 Indian weddings in the same country will definitely provide more opportunities in terms of awareness in India.
Turkey is a very unique country because inside Turkey there are a lot of Turkey. So we have islands, beaches, mountains, trekking mountains, we have cave yards, vineyards, lavender fields. So there is a lot of Turkey within Turkey.
So Turkey is one of the high reputed place in the last years for the destination weddings mostly, and mostly from GCC Gulf countries and in Indian.
For weddings, normally the first option is charter flights. So as Turkish Airlines, of course, we are offering charter flights. And if the weddings occurs in Istanbul, we have direct flights from Mumbai and Delhi. Also, we are offering stopover in Istanbul. So passengers can visit Istanbul whenever they go to wedding.
We are linked to India for last 5 or 6 years. We have about, let's say, 60% international weddings here, and normally we do something like 80 weddings a year.
Yeah.
And from the 60%, we're doing nearly 30% Indian weddings.
I'm expecting more weddings will come up. It's a word of mouth, and India is speaking to each other that these Indian weddings will be in Antalya, in Bodrum, in Göcek, and Istanbul soon.
Due to the wide variety of venues, locations, hotels and affordability, Turkey is soon becoming a hot favorite among global wedding planners, including Indian wedding professionals.
Turkey as a destination works big time for weddings is because for weddings you need a fantastic venues. There are mountains here, there are beaches here. What you need is a fantastic hotels with good infrastructures and rooming, because Indian weddings are not small. Partners are amazing. So in this trip we met a lot of partners, the florists, the technicals, the decor people. And the best part is this destination has done a lot of Indian weddings already.
Oh, it's been absolutely fabulous. I love Istanbul as a city. It's a beautiful, beautiful venue that we're at the Kempinski over here. The hospitality is absolutely incredible. So yeah, it's a really enjoyable experience.
Istanbul, you've got the hill, you've got the water, and you've got the weather, right? And you've got the palace to begin with. And you've got the culture. You go towards Izmir, you've got the agricultural beauty where somebody would like to have a countryside wedding. You go to Bodrum, where you can create a fairy tale out of what is available. You go to Cappadocia and you are in a different world altogether with caves and a different setup. So I think Turkey has it all. What it has most essentially is the warmth and the hospitality and the approach that they have towards people and towards welcoming them to their country.
Every time I come to Istanbul, I'm staying in a different 5-star hotel. I think there's more than 35, 40 5-star hotels in the city alone. If I look at from a MICE perspective, I have a choice of more than 50 venues I can choose standalone.
If God gives some place everything, this is one of them. It's given it beauty, it's given its nature, it's given it the Bosphorus, it's given it art, it's given it culture, and yet it's given it modernity. And that's what I was thinking, how does God give everything to one place? It does to Turkey.
We were so excited for the Europe edition to happen, and that too in a place like Turkey, because I have been introduced to Turkey 4 years back, and I think there is no other destination as Turkey, what Turkey has to offer in terms of culture, in terms of hospitality, in terms of properties that they have to offer all over Turkey. So I think these are the few basics that whenever you want, as a destination planner, whenever we want a destination, these are the key important factors.
Turkey is closer to us. It's still European in a sense, even though you have the Bosphorus and it's a connect between Asia and Europe, which is fabulous as a concept. but the fact that it's a connecting point, the people are warm, Istanbul particularly has great energy.
I have always dreamed about coming to Istanbul and to Turkey, and it is beyond what I ever imagined. I mean, first of all, the people are just, they're so warm, they're so welcoming. I mean, they treat their street dogs like pets, you know. To me, that says a lot about a people, is how they treat their animals. I mean, historically, this is so rich. Culturally, it's so rich. There's so many beautiful venues to do events and weddings here. It is literally like a dream come true. I mean, look where we are.
Turkey is a place that I've always wanted to come to, and it's my first time. And it's just been absolutely wonderful. Let me summarize it for you.
Yes.
I want a house right here. It is just absolutely magnificent. You watch the news and you see, you know, things maybe that are not so great, and you know, it creates fear in people. And you know, as someone who is primarily bringing Americans overseas for their, you know, for their special moments, it's important to be able to reassure them that these places are the, you know, one of two things: either are not what they're hearing, or they're exactly what they're hearing. And having this experience has really given me the ability to go, you know, go back to France and go back to my clients and say, this is fabulous, and you need to come.
Coming to Istanbul was, you know, intimidating. You know, it's very exotic, like coming from the U.S. So I was really excited to come, but I also had my reservations, and you know, they really set me at ease, and I was, you know, welcomed with open arms here. So I think, yeah, the highlight was really the guest list and the people that I got to connect with. I wish I had a couple more days here.
Oh, it's a great destination, especially coming from an Indian background. It's very similar to how people want to get married over there. So you have the same location, beautiful palaces, amazing. You can get everything and whatever you want under one roof. So that's awesome. And yeah, it's very affordable. A lot of local suppliers catering to every need. That's what's awesome.
To further improve the awareness about Turkey as a wedding destination, Turkey-based Crystal Concepts, in association with Turkish Tourism Board, successfully convinced the Indian Convention of Wedding Fraternity to organize their first international edition of ICWF Europe in Istanbul. The event successfully brought together selective Indian and global wedding planners on one platform to interact with local suppliers, along with exchanging global know-how of the business.
We are looking for new opportunities in terms of the diversification in tourism. One of the most important part of this diversification is the wedding tourism. Today it's a big organization of ICWF, which is new for Turkey, the European convention of the program, and as ministry we are a part of it, and furthermore we are ready to support all the things about it.
Influencers of the right kind from across the world, sit with them, discuss with them, and collectively co-create an environment which gives us growth, is what ICWF Europe chapter will attempt to do. It is not going to be about numbers. It is going to be about a select 100 people audience, which will be handpicked and invited every year, and we just get away, discuss.
I've been so influenced and mesmerized with some of the presenters and the work that they do globally. While as we at India do fairly substantial work, but it puts us in a sort of in a format and a place when you see a global forum of work coming up at ICWF. ICWF Europe come in is bridge the gap not only for Indians coming this side of the world, but also bringing this side of the world to India.
It was important for us to invite ICWF team member and the organization to Turkey. because we wanted Indian wedding planners to be together with the local vendors here, as well as some other country wedding planners.
I think the wedding industry events are really important, and someone like ICWF brings other professionals from other parts of the world to share ideas of innovation, of inspiration, of how to do better businesses. And I think when we share with one another, we create collaboration and the whole industry gets...
It's a great addition to the melting pot. I think it grows our exposure as well. It kind of broadens our horizon. I think yearly conventions of this nature, interactions of this nature with the other experts who have done more. And I think it's the exposure at the end of the day that...
It's been wonderful actually. It's been great to be in Turkey again. It's been fantastic. The team have been incredibly welcoming and it's been a really great experience.
This is an opportunity for Turkey to showcase our destination as a great venue for destination weddings.
I think it's been a fabulous experience. This one specifically has been a little more intimate, so connected with a lot of people I haven't met before. The sessions have been great, very tight, compact content. Thought-provoking. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and obviously in the fabulous Istanbul, so I had a super time.
This is definitely a game changer for the wedding industry. As far as ICWF is concerned, they have brought top 15 Indian wedding planners and top 15 from across the world with some of the best designers and some of the best decor creators. So I can only say that the vision will increase, and all of us are aiming to make the world as a global place to do wedding businesses.
The conference, the way it has been planned, the way it has been curated, the way we had more than 50-60 international audience, the overall 150 people were there in the room, and each day the entire experience was growing on us. What we're going to take back is not only the warmth and the hospitality and the entire feeling of Turkey and Istanbul and other places, but I think what we're going to take back is a cumulative experience of watching everybody's amazing work, and that is going to inspire a lot of team members at our home, where we're going to interact and show them, and we're going to again do a convergence within our offices to bring this entire thing about. I mean, it is fantastic.
For 2018, there are already 10 Indian weddings confirmed for Antalya alone, ranging from relatively modest $200,000 to a whooping $15 million lavish affair. The ICWF Europe edition will definitely put Turkey as one of the top wedding destinations on not just Indian but global wedding destination map.